Hendrix.
Hello, Hendrix. Listen, you want to hear the story too? Listen. So my homegirl at work, she was telling me about how, let's just say, hmm, let's just say if this was in the business of pharmaceutical sales, which we're not, but let's just put it in the context of pharmaceutical sales.
Yeah.
And let's just say you talking to the plug, right? And you ready to tell the plug, hey, I don't think I need to I don't think I need to connect anymore. I think I'm ready to be a connect. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need a third party. I think I'm ready to be a connect. How about when she was talking to the plug? The plug was basically like, I don't know if I feel like you're the most qualified to be a connect. And this is after years of the plug saying, yo, it's time for you to work and become a connect. So she was like, my homegirl was like, what? Like, that's how you really feel? Okay, word. So let's just say she's looking for she might be looking for a new plug.
That's fair. I'm telling you, dog. These
It's
jobs
crazy, ain't it?
is
It's
crazy.
crazy how they'll do you. They'll let you
Yep.
push they'll let you push their work. Soon as you ask for a little bit more, now all of a sudden
It's a problem.
it's a problem. Or you want to do something differently. You still want to help out, you just want to do it differently. Now they want to.
That's how they do, man. That's why when I leave it there. Because I could die tomorrow, and they post my job a week later.
My thing is like, all right, if you see someone is trying to do something to better them, why you don't want to help? Like it.
Oh, that's hate and insecurity. That's all that is. That's all it ever will be.
You ever have them coworkers that, because we work on a lot of group projects.
Yep.
You ever have them coworkers that in group projects try to intentionally not help?
In some aspects, yes.
Like not they're too busy or they're lazy. They're just like, they have thoughts and they just either be in meetings blatantly not paying any attention, or
Yep.
will read stuff and not share opinions, even though you're asking everyone for their opinions so you can help make the work better. What do you have to say about those type of coworkers?
Oh, you call them out individually.
Really?
I make it like if you and I are in a group project and you go doing it, I'm like, yo, D, what you think?
I like
Love
that.
to hear your thought.
Love to hear your thoughts.
Love to hear your perspective.
That's what you got to do. Like,
Sometimes you gotta name the devil.
sometimes you got to name that devil right here on this verse, right here on this verse. You said what? Say it
Look at
again.
it. Say it again.
Say it again. Um, Jamie said, "Flap your roast beef sandwich."
I don't want to know what he's referring to.
I don't know what he's referring to either, but I will say I did post a picture today, and the caption was, "You can have all the meat you want,
That's crazy.
but if you ain't got no sandwich, you ain't got no bread. But
That's
if it ain't a
crazy.
sandwich, you ain't got no bread."
Speaking of meat, so today I was on. I knew
Who's
you.
speaking to me? Who's speaking to me? I am not speaking to me.
You said the whole.
I said you can have all the meat you want, but if it ain't a sandwich, you ain't got no bread. That was my Instagram caption for the post.
Yeah, and I'm transitioning to a story that happened to me today.
But that, hold on. Do you get what that says?
Yes. Oh, I get what you're saying.
Okay.
So
I
I
want
called.
everyone to know my Instagram captions are captions. That one is the first time I've ever got an Instagram caption from a comedy special. Or a comedy, I should say.
Okay, so Bam is in the. We're gonna talk about meat first, and then we go to Bam. So I called this girl today to offer her a job, and she picks up the phone, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm cooking. I have a
Sure.
lot of meat in my hand right now."
Mm.
I was like, "Excuse me?"
Nah, I'm gonna be professional. I'm gonna be professional.
It took everything inside me not to be like, "So what kind of meat you got in your hand? Like, what you making?" But
That's
yeah,
where you would have went with it.
yes. I was curious. Like, are you making like a bolognese right now? Like, what are you making?
Oh yeah, I forgot you. You be in there with the grills and the deep smokers and whatnot. See me, I'm too immature. So as soon as she would have said, "Oh, I got meat in my hands," I'd be like, "Oh, really? That's something I wouldn't have expected at this time."
And you know what? It was like 1:30. That is.
Oh yeah, so I can really get that bar off. I wasn't expecting that at this time of day.
1:30. You got meat in your hand?
Yeah, you cooking? You cooking with your bare hands? Did you get that? Like with your bare hands? You cooking with the meat? Like
you cooking the meat with your bare hands. So yeah.
Bam said that he hates when people ask for his opinion on something, but never go with his ideas. So he just stopped speaking. I don't mind if you don't go with my ideas, but like if you're asking, well, it depends. Like, are we talking about in a brainstorming session? I'll throw all the ideas out there because it's brainstorming. Some of this, it's the whole purpose of it. If it's you're coming to me for something and then asking me for like my opinion or something, and then like not listening, is like, okay.
That's true.
Like,
you have to actively listen when someone's
but in like the context of like work or something like that. Danny, I think you and I mean, we come from fields where there's a lot of no's.
Yes.
So I guess we kind of get used to it, but there's also, I think there's a way of going about gathering of ideas that eventually go on to get shared. That's more important.
Yes.
Like if this is a situation where we're presenting ideas to go in front of a client, yeah, you may have maybe some business context to what you think the client may be looking for, which is important, but we should always leave room for the pie in the sky, the what ifs, because that's where magic happens.
That's exactly magic happens between no and what if.
Mm-hmm. So
I think bar. That's a fucking bar.
Listen, I'm telling you. So Bam says he works with guys who are going to do whatever they want, and asking opinions is then pretending to be inclusive. That is a personal beef of mine. Because at that point, you don't have to see. I believe you're gonna do all that. You don't have to waste mine or your time. You do it. Just know if this comes back badly, just know I'm gonna be standing right over here. I'm not gonna have nothing to do with whatever comes. But if it's good,
that's part of the group project.
But if it's good though, guess what? I'll take credit, but I'm gonna lead with shout out to my man right here because it was really, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. See, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. Listen, I am not afraid to give credit where credit is due. Let me tell y'all why I think that may be. It's because I have been on teams before in my life. Of course, I have been the league lead. No, I have been the team's best scorer and player and had to be the carrier. And I've also been a number two. I've also been a Jag. I'll be honest. I've also been a Jag. You know why?
Been a Jag.
Because them dogs that was on my teams, listen, they ain't gonna ask a German to come pole vault in Virginia for no reason. He won't a Jag. I can tell you that.
That's fair enough.
He won't a Jag. Listen, I think when you've been at different points, you learn, like, yo, being the dude is fun, but after a while, it's just like, all right, like, we're not even competing as a team, so this shit's not fun. Like, I'm doing all this. These are empty calorie stats, so this gets old. Get you a number two, it's like, all right, now we doing something, we competitive. I love that. But then sometimes when you know what I mean, when you may be falling out your prime or something like that, you got to recognize, like, yo, I'm out of my prime. Like, I need to lean on my team.
Be Cleveland. You're not trying to be Cleveland Braun the first stint, his rookie year.
I mean, that shit gets boring. I'm not boring. It shit gets like taxing after a while. It's like, yo, if I don't show up, it ain't happening. That ain't it.
Jamie, how many times have you been in HR's office? Because some of the shit you be saying, brother.
Yeah, they got him. I don't know. I think that's why I really think I am going to be in due time. I think I'm going to be a really good leader because I think I could connect with people and lead people in a way that can take anyone anywhere. You know, what I do have to continue to work on is just patience and delivery, delivery, delivery.
It's funny you say that because I just accepted a new job on a new team. Like it's a lateral move. Like I accepted the job, and they're like, "Yeah, you're gonna be the manager of this team. I'm gonna train you to be the manager." And it's like, no, I don't want to be in leadership at all. No desire, none.
Why?
Because I don't want people's career in my hands.
I don't mind the lead. I wouldn't mind being a leader. It would kind of depend on personalities. What are we overseeing? That'd be the other part. Like if we're overseeing, like if what we're overseeing as a team is something I'm really passionate about, then I don't mind leading people, and I don't mind being like a thought partner. If it's some bullshit that I don't care about, I do not want to lead y'all because y'all not gonna get the best version.
And that's the thing, man. And that's the thing.
Like if I want to be a leader, I want to make sure I'm showing up the best version of me, so that you know I'm not.
And being a leader means all you do is solve other people's problems all day.
Yeah, which is something I am a little bit used to, but yeah, I gotta care. I gotta care about the arena of problems that we're gonna have in general.
Exactly.
Because if I don't care about the arena, listen.
Oh, you're muted, D.
I am. Hold on. Am I heard?
You're muted again, and then there was an echo.
Am I heard?
There you go.
Listen, I am that friend. When my friends come to me about relationship issues and whatnot, you know what friend I am? Leave them. We're like, what the fuck are we talking about? Leave
off
rip.
Like, man, I hate the way she don't clean up after herself. Leave her ass.
Leave. Well, maybe not that extreme when it's like that small. Like, all right, dog. Like, is this something you really want to? Now my question is: this something you really want to break the bank over? Because you go out in the streets,
like you'd be like, so what else does she do? Because it's just not that.
So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like you would go a little bit deeper.
Yeah, no, I know the questions to ask because, like, you telling me that you want to break over because of something like that. It's like, nah, that's not true. Like, what else is she doing? Let's unpack this a little bit. And then once we really start unpacking, it's like, eventually I find the issue. It's like, so that's the real issue. Now, how serious? My next question is, how much does this issue bother you? Like, is this something where, like, just the thought of it right now enrages you and makes you want to put hands on me, the third party? Because if so, you need to leave. If it's not something like that, then you got to ask yourself, can I get over this? Because sometimes if you can get over it, I'm going to look you in the eye and say, XYZ is a good partner for you. I don't know if you, all right. This is why I say I got to work on delivery. Because sometimes I'll say something like, XYZ partner is like really good for you. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if you were to think about this in terms of an NBA or NFL team, I don't really know if you have a market out here like talking about. And I think this might be your friend.
I might call somebody ugly.
Not like that. It's like, I don't want to call them ugly. It's more like, yo, I don't think you realize you're not the easiest person in the world to date. So before you go out here and really start exploring free agency, maybe let's consider
an extension.
Let's consider the extension, because your franchise player could be right here, and you don't want a situation where you're looking at the Chiefs like you're Tyreek Hill. You're just sitting there like, what could have been if I would have just stayed?
Fair enough. That's a great comp.
Like you just stay and it'll come to you. But some people, they want to be Tyreek Hill. Okay, listen, I sometimes stumble upon. Actually, no, I haven't. I can only imagine what my ex-girlfriend is doing. I don't really need to keep up with it with my own two eyes because, listen, the Bears should have picked Patrick Mahomes.
Speaking of delivery, last week one of the young bulls at work called me old in the nicest way possible, and all I could do was laugh because I'm the old man.
What did he say?
Oh, so it's a girl. So like they have a YMCA membership that's for young people that's cheap. And I was like, they don't check your face. Like maybe I could, use your, because I don't want to pay for no gym membership. And she looked at me and she was like, "Yeah, I think you're a little too old for the membership that I'm in. I think you've aged." I think she said, "I think you've aged out of that membership." And I was like, "God damn,
Damn.
yeah."
Hey, she better respect her elders.
I mean, it was funny.
She better respect her elders. She don't know you get half off on movies on the matinees on Sundays.
Fuck you. I ain't that old. Fuck you, man.
Oh man, listen, you can have all the meat you want,
That's crazy.
but if you ate a sandwich, you ain't got no bread. Did you watch Saturday Night Live?
No, I did not.
All right, can I play something for you? Because
Go ahead.
All right, because this is where I got it from.
Damn, staring people.
Blessings indeed. Blessings, Che. I want to thank you for having me back here on the Weekend Update television show.
Welcome. So you got a prayer for us, Pastor?
Oh, I sure do. Teddy, won't you help me out here?
Hey, I'm right here with you, Pastor.
All right.
Mind you, this is hold on. This is Keenan Thompson.
Yeah, I hear Keenan.
Okay, and the white dude, that's Teddy. He's doing the
that's
guitar.
Teddy. Okay.
Blessings indeed. Blessings, Che. I want to thank you for having me back here on the Weekend Update television show.
Welcome. So you got a prayer for us, Pastor?
I can't take this.
Teddy,
Listen,
won't you help me out here?
Hey, I'm right here with you, Pastor.
All right. Father God, Lord Jesus, I want to thank the Lord for bringing me here today into this beautiful building with the beautiful snacks in the green room. Cheese cubes, chicken Caesar wrap, little chopped up room temperature fruit, honeydew melon.
whoa, hold on. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, fuck that. Welcome to episode 216 of the Speak On It podcast. I am one of your hosts. When you already know, when you see this Nas fade, it can only be one brother, the good brother Los D Mix, joined here every Tuesday with the smoothest bald head on the East Coast, who just also found out the news that I just found out. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not been thinking, you realize that it is free agency frenzy in the NFL. About maybe a week or so ago, maybe Friday, actually. Last Friday, Adam Schefter did report that that this Ravens had agreed on a trade with the Raiders for Max Crosby. I want to let everybody know that it has come out. The Baltimore Ravens have backed out of the trade for Max Crosby. They have no further comment at this time. The Ravens backed out of the trade. Bam, bring that ass back in here. Pause. What the hell?
Hello, Bam. This is
happened?
crazy. I wonder if Max got to Baltimore and got a little too comfortable saying the N-word.
Whoa.
That is crazy.
Whoa. What do you think happened?
I don't know. It's not only what happened, but what happens now. Because Max doesn't want to be there.
So
There's got to be. Did he fail the physical? There's no way he failed the physical. Because they would have just said he failed the physical.
whoa.
And the fact that it came from the Raiders is hilarious. They sound like some scorned lovers right now.
Here's what go ahead.
Or did Tom Brady make the call?
Here's what I think may have happened. No cap tracker. So what was the original deal?
The original deal is 2 firsts, right? The Ravens first this year, and then the Ravens first next year. Hold on.
This is crazy.
I don't think I've ever seen this. Have we ever seen the incoming team outside of a failed physical? Yeah, here we go. The Raiders. No, that's.
Schefter, who's basically,
I'm trying to find the original deal.
it was 2 first-round picks.
Yeah. Oh man.
One this year and one.
The Cowboys are alive and well, baby, because they were also in the mix for Max Crosby.
But they weren't giving up 2 first-round picks.
Yeah, but I'm sure like now you can't. There's no leverage. You know Max wants out.
Do you think that Max saw what was happening with the rebuild in Vegas and then said, I'm willing to stay if y'all are willing? Like if y'all are building like this and are serious, we don't have to go through with this trade.
Then why would so you're saying that Max went to Baltimore and was like, nah, I want to stay.
Like he had a change of heart.
Oof. That really, if you're the Ravens and he did that, man. Like what's his annual salary?
I'm just so confused how this happens. Whoa. That boy, I know
Yeah.
Bam's sick.
So his AAV is like 35 million. The Ravens could have went and been in the Jalen Phillips market because Jalen Phillips got 30 million a year. Like that just kind of ruins. I'd be hot if I was Baltimore.
But they're saying the Ravens backed out of it.
Yeah, I'm just saying. If the thought is that Max wants to come back and he called Baltimore, is like, yeah, I don't want to come there anymore. Then Baltimore is like, all right, that's fine.
Do you think they have? Do you think they would owe him some like some compensation picks or something like that?
Oh, we'd have to have that conversation. You owe me something.
If you're the Raiders,
That's true. I'm just saying for Baltimore because we don't know what happens. Like if you're saying that you believe that Max himself was like, I don't want to go to Baltimore anymore. Like Baltimore can be like, all right, then we don't want to.
because technically this trade couldn't have went through until tomorrow. So if the only 2 things that I think could have happened is either the Ravens social media team jumped the gun or somebody jumped the gun on the initial trade compensation, or
Maybe.
or the Ravens backed out for a good reason. Okay, the only reason the Ravens would back out is if he's not healthy because they're sending 2 first-round picks. So if he's not healthy, that's one thing. And remember, Max Crosby did have the issue with the knee or whatever. That he had gotten. I believe he had opted to not get surgery on or something like that.
I thought he did. He was ready to come back, and the Raiders was like, "No, we're gonna shut you down for the last 2 games of the year."
So you think that
because he wanted to come back, and then they just put
so
him
maybe
on
that
IR.
injury is a little bit more worse than maybe they.
Maybe
And then maybe when the Ravens were like, "Hey, this guy has you guys said he had a torn meniscus. Our doctors evaluate him. This guy really has a torn ACL and meniscus. This is going to sit him out basically until next year. We'll do this deal for a first and a fourth, or a fourth."
Right.
And they're probably like, "No."
No, where's Adam Schefter? This is your time, big dog.
Who do you
What
think?
happened?
Who do you think puts out their side of the story first? It'd have to be the Ravens because you have to explain how you go from an all-pro
100%.
player for 2 firsts to now not giving up 2 firsts. And now I feel like, I don't know, because the Raiders have also spent a lot of money this year. I mean, so far. The Ravens, the Raiders have spent a lot of money in free agency so far. When we can start getting to the actual some of the signings, but I want to know if they don't go through with the Max Crosby trade, then are they still able to make some of these signings then, based off their salary? Because trading Max Crosby saved him like 20. I mean, saved him like 20 million in. I feel like it saved him like 20 million in cap.
Well, Jordan Schultz on Twitter said that the Ravens are going to try to. That they believe the Ravens are going to try to make a run at Trey Hendrickson.
But what happened? But what happened to Max Crosby though?
I don't know. This is the new DeAndre Jordan getting locked in a hotel room until he signs the deal with the Clippers.
Like,
oh, Dan Rossini, Max Crosby did not pass his
Told you.
physical.
boom.
He did not pass his physical.
Told you.
Maybe like you said, maybe that injury is worse than what you thought.
That would be the only reason. It's always what I believe is that knee injury that Max Crosby had, the Raiders did not diagnose it as.
Which is the most Raider thing ever.
The Raiders didn't diagnose it to either Max Crosby or somebody else as honestly as they should have.
This is crazy.
Oof.
So my man is physical. Trey Hendrickson, you are a Baltimore Raven. But then that goes back to if you were willing to pay Max Crosby $35 million or $30 million, you could pay Jalen Phillips that money.
Now you got to go for Trey Hendrickson at maybe a similar or less price, or you have to overpay.
And he's older. Isn't Trey older than Max? And see the thing about Max, Max is 28.
I just don't understand. Vegas spent a lot of money yesterday. Here's what I can tell y'all. Not only has this started maybe one of the biggest generational organizational beefs probably in the AFC in a minute, but this is going, I feel extremely confident in this is going to get brought back to the Roger Goodell and they're going to have to do some mediation.
You know what's crazy? Like,
I feel like I remember seeing Max Crosby on something Ravens related saying, "Yo, Baltimore, I'm here, I'm ready," or something like that.
Yeah, he posted a picture of him in a Ravens jersey.
I saw like a video of him saying, "Yo, Ravens Nation" or something. I'm excited.
Oh, I missed that. I just saw him post a picture of him in a Ravens jersey. And now the price, like Kyle was saying, all the money they spent yesterday, like they're going to have to trade him for nothing. Because you can't keep him on the books. League year start tomorrow.
I mean, I wanted to talk about it, but we can. I guess this is an interesting way. I mean, they did make a historic deal with Tyler Lindenbaugh, also another Raider, which also
crazy.
Listen, I'm gonna look the camera in the eye and say, if y'all don't think that the Lindenbaugh signing and the Max Crosby thing has something to do, and you took our center and you about to rob us with this trade. No. And do y'all remember the Ravens owner at that podium? Oh yeah. Something tells me the Ravens and the Raiders, when they play, it's gonna mean a little something more.
Yeah, I need beef now. And Hendrickson is 31 compared to Max Crosby, but I will say with confidence that Crosby has played more snaps than Hendrickson over the past 3 years.
I mean,
Crosby never comes off the field.
True. I mean, they signed Jalen Naylor. They signed Quay Walker. They signed Nakobe Dean.
Okay. So Kyle, aka Research, said even with Crosby, the Raiders are under the cap.
Yeah, they had a lot of money to spend, but it still doesn't. If you're the Ravens, you can say, "Yo, they tried to get over on us on a deal," and on top of that, there has to be whatever he felt that physical for was definitely related to the knee. I feel like. So if that's the case, that means y'all weren't being as truthful in the beginning. I feel like the Ravens are going to be like, either we're going to go to the league office and y'all are going to compensate us with cash, or you're going to trade him to us at a whole different price Like if I'm the Ravens, I'm saying, all right, if he's that hurt, we will redo the deal. 4th round pick at best, because he's hurt. And then if I'm the Ravens, I don't know. Yeah, because who wants to take on that? Who wants to take on that? Who wants to take on that salary?
Dallas, he gonna be a Cowboy. That man gonna be a Cowboy by the time we hit in stream. But if Crosby does stay in Vegas, that defense is nasty.
If it happens, like, is he healthy?
Yeah, I mean,
How
that's a
healthy
big if.
is the
This
bull?
Big ifs. These are some big ifs.
That's crazy. Yo, it's crazy because we was actually talking about something hilarious, and that shit came through, and I was like, you know what, fuck what we talking about? What
fuck what we
what
talking
city is angrier right now? The city of Baltimore or the city of Atlanta right now? The Atlanta Falcons signed Tua Tagovailoa, and the Atlanta Hawks, the other bird team in Atlanta, they canceled Magic City Night. And how dare you cancel Magic City Night? It was wing night. It was Magic City and them wings. The ass ain't got nothing to do with wings. This the part of the bird that we ain't talking about.
Yeah. The most annoying thing about that was the people who were complaining were like, "Oh, we're objectifying women." Dog, did you see what old boy in Charlotte did to his girlfriend when he beat her up?
No, not even that. We talking about 2 different parts of the establishment.
I know,
Magic City wing
but
night.
But the people who were complaining were saying that the Magic City night did not create a safe space for women and objectify them. It's like the league is full of men who have hit women and all that.
To all y'all who feel like that, I'm gonna look in the camera when I say this. If you feel like Magic City wing night was maybe objectifying women and whatnot, XYZ, I'm gonna look in the camera when I say this. Your bitch is just not bad enough. No, your bitch is just not bad enough. The women in your life, they not bad enough. Because these women at Magic City, they got the confidence that, they'll take you and your girl if they really wanted to. They like that. So y'all problem is, your bitch is just not bad enough. And nobody's checking for your women. So why are you worried about ball courts that you can't play in? Luke Cornett? Huh? All the time I talk about objectifying women. Luke, your girls, your women, this ain't one of them, brother. You ain't got to worry about that. Your women is playing patty cake on the farm and all that.
You too, Al Horford, because Al Horford has something to say too.
Did Dominican Poppy had something to say about this?
Dominican Poppy had something to say about it.
Al,
can we get?
I don't know
how we can use AI. We need that clip of you saying your bitches ain't bad enough. I feel like that can work on like so.
It's true. Like, yo. Listen. All I'm saying is, at least at Magic City, they get paid for what they shaking.
Hello. We all consenting adults at Magic City. Ain't no one forcing you to be in here looking at
I'm seeing too many. Listen, too many y'all out here popping it for the free. Acting like we don't see it.
Hello.
We see it.
Are you excited for Tua in Atlanta?
Listen, Tua in Atlanta, I think is hilarious. Shout out to everyone who's saying the Falcons went out and got the Hawaiian Punch version of Michael Penix Jr. That is funny. Here's what I'm gonna say about that. I think every year there is one team with a QB competition so hilarious that all you can do is laugh when you hear the names. Last year, you guessed it, Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson. Which, hey, worked out. Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones looked like he might get some money. This is one where, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna call it right now. There will be no QB competition in the league this offseason funnier than Michael Penix Jr. and Tua Tagovailoa. Here is why.
None.
I don't know if Tua really want to do this, but hey, man, you can't get the money from the Dolphins unless you keep playing for somebody else. So you gotta keep playing. Now, I do think they went and got another left-handed quarterback for a reason, obviously with Michael Penix Jr. and whatnot. Here's what I'm gonna say. I said it during the season. I'm sticking and I'm doubling down on it now. Michael Penix Jr. is the reason why they look at us and they say we shouldn't be playing the positions.
Jesus, I forgot about that one.
Because some of them picks my man was throwing, it's like, all right. Then he come out there with a do-rag, and it's like, all right, brother, if you're going to come out here and be one of them, you got
Velvet.
yeah, velvet do-rag. Like, you got to be you left-handed quarterback. You got to be, you know what I mean? You don't.
You got to be like that.
And he don't be like that.
And the fact that Mike, like they drafted, I mean, they paid Kirk Cousins all that money and then turn around and draft Michael Penix
At like 7 or something.
at like 7, only to bring in Tua 2 years later.
Well, shit. In that same draft class, maybe JJ McCartney or JJ nine. After all that talk, they about to bring in Kyler Murray, probably.
Dog. Who would have thought Bo Nix? Oh, is that Caleb Williams draft too? Is that the Caleb Williams draft? What you doing?
Drake May, Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels.
Oh no, that was the year before. So who's in that QB class with Michael Penix? Is Michael Penix, Bo Nix, JJ McCarthy? There's another QB I'm missing in that class. 2024.
Bo Nix, JJ McCarthy. There was a better. I think that might have been.
No, that was Caleb. Yeah, that was
Caleb and Jaden.
Caleb, Jaden, Drake, Penix, JJ, Bo.
Mm-hmm. Bam said Penix wearing a do-rag, but his waves got no motion.
That's hate. And Bam said Shador versus Watson might also be the funniest.
Well, what is going on with the nasty man? Like, where is he at? Is he still rehabbing
I don't know, man. He is the American dream in the fact that he got paid all that money from Cleveland to do nothing.
You know, it's funny. I think everybody who loved football was down for fully guaranteed contracts until he got it. And everybody since has universally said,
except Kirk Cousins. I think Kirk Cousins' Atlanta deal was fully guaranteed. He the only one. I don't know who Kirk agent is.
Yeah, but
Sean Watson.
I mean, respectfully speaking, if Kirk wasn't so Christian forward, people would be saying the same thing. Because he a Christian and he lead with it, they ain't gonna hate too much. But Deshaun a nasty man, and I'm gonna tell you, everyone was for him. Everyone's, hey, Deshaun, he's the one. And then the stuff came out, and then he had that. Then he got that contract. Then he got hurt, and I think everyone in the football community said, "Hey, owners, I understand if you don't want to give out the fully guaranteed. We got to work that in. We got to maybe work into the injury guarantee."
That's it on that. We will never see that again.
And so with that, listen.
Do you think I should reach out and trade for Jalen Waddle now that Malik Willis is a Dolphin? That's a no for me. I'm leaning towards no.
I think Malik Willis is going to do. I hope Malik Willis does great things, and in Miami, I think that's a really good signing for the Dolphins. Obviously, you know, with Jeff Hafley going down there, with
familiarity, right? That was his coach in Green Bay, right?
Defensive coordinator. I think I forgot who the offensive coordinator is, but it's in a system that Malik already has some familiarity with.
Mm-hmm.
And then the GM Sully, he came from Green Bay as well.
Okay.
So there's a lot of familiarity in that room. Malik obviously deserved it with his play when Jordan was out last year, so good for him. And
that's why I'm excited about Sean Mannion as Philly's OC. Because wasn't Malik Sean's project?
I mean,
because he was your QB coach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about Kenneth Walker to the Chiefs?
That's interesting because I think everyone had Jeremiah Love going to the Chiefs in the draft, and now they can focus on edge. I think it's a bit expensive for a running back, but I don't. I don't hate it.
Is it expensive or is it matching where essentially the inflation with the new salary cap?
I think if he hadn't won Super Bowl MVP, the contract would have been a little bit more team friendly, if you will. But you'll never see a black man get his money.
But he did win Super Bowl MVP. Bobby Slowick. Yep, Bobby Slowick is the OC in Miami.
Oh yeah, because he was at Houston.
But he did win Super Bowl MVP, and the cap went up 21 million. So I guess in percentage, I think GMs have to look at positions as like percentages of pie. And I think when you think of certain position groups in terms of percentages of pie, then as long as like it doesn't really matter what the number is, because the value would be the same in terms of percentage of pie. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
So I think that has to be how that probably just gives you more ability to have more toppings on it. But if you as a GM fundamentally believe that, there's still a number out there, that 30 to 40% of your cap should be on linemen,
right,
offensive and defensive, no matter, but like 40% of your total pie should be the linemen, and it's like, now, yeah. So within that, you find, hey, maybe we need this left tackle's a really, really good left tackle.
Yeah,
we can't replace him, so we should pay him top of market, and everyone else XYZ. So
yeah,
I don't know,
pie within the pie, if you will.
Yeah, and so I think the Chiefs were looking at it, and they were like, okay, if XYZ amount of the pie can go to running backs, and we're looking at our rushing attack over the last 4 or 5 years, and our QB, who's coming off a knee injury, has been our leading rusher for the last 3 years.
Insane.
Yeah, maybe we need to take a little bit more of the pie and clearly put it towards this position, because one, he hurt, and two, we got to pass. We got to run the damn ball, or this not going to work. So I think they may have went and said, hey, let's get a back that can probably catch and run, and Kenneth Walker, and split a lot of carries with Charbonnet. Let's be honest, for anyone who had Charbonnet as a fantasy manager, you're like, get the fuck out of here, Kenneth Walker, because Zach Charbonnet gets you from the 1 to the goal line. Kenneth Walker come in at the goal line, and then you're like, all right.
Well, Zach tore his ACL in the playoff game, so he coming off ACL tear.
Hey, I got Rachaad White in a league, and I'm hearing that the Seahawks and Rachaad White might have some interest on him.
Oh, that'd be, yeah, because I'm just intrigued what that means for Jeremiah Love, because I have 101 in Dynasty, and you just think Jeremiah Love's the Chiefs. Like now it's like, like if he ends up somewhere like the Giants, like I don't know the motherfucking Giants.
That's why I'm looking at 104. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, because I was thinking about it this morning. I wanted to move up to 102 or 103 because there is one player who I'm very confident that I want, and based off my draft history, I feel like if I tell people it's not going to be good because I have a history of really knocking these draft picks out the way. But I started thinking, with the new Superflex lineup, if I stay at 104, I could fuck the game up with who I can take at 104, to which then the world is my oyster.
Oh, I hear what you're saying. And I know we're not at fantasy yet, but yeah, Kyle mentioned the trade that he made with Jason, the Jackson Dart trade.
For 102. He was interested in Bo Nix. And then
Kyle had some conversations about Jaden Daniel too. Kyle said, I do my homework.
So he won't lie when he said, I got to listen to these guys. I'm just running them.
Yeah, he dead ass just went to each one of us and was like, so what about this guy?
He said, yo, no, what you looking for? Listen, I knew Josh Allen won't move him. Bo Nix, it would have to take an offer that would, listen, shout out. We'll see about Jackson.
Listen, Kyle and I were talking, and I was like, okay. Like, I was really, and then the deal came through for Jackson Dart, and I was like, well, that's it for that.
In another league, just randomly, I traded Wan'Dale Robinson for 208 and Jake Tonjes because I have it's a tight end premium league, and George Kittle is one of my starting tight ends. So I wanted Jake Tonjes because I think he's about to get a lot of tick. I also have Dallas Goedert, who I want to talk to you about. What's going on? Why didn't the Eagles re-sign him yet? I've heard they're walk.
Yeah, they So last year they made Dallas take a pay cut.
Oh, he said, "Nah, y'all got to come on, pay me that money."
Yeah. This is definitely Dallas trying to get his money, and he should, or he should go somewhere else to get it. So,
Mike Evans to the Niners. What your thoughts about that one?
that man ACL gonna be shreds the way they be losing people in San Francisco, and they're open to trading. What's my man's name? The left tackle, Trent Williams. The Niners. I like the Mike Evans move. Brandon Ayuk is gone, so now you got Mike Evans, Juwan Jennings. Like you got decent receiving core.
Juwan Jennings is a free agent too.
Huh?
Juwan Jennings is a free agent too.
Okay. You still got Mike Evans. Mike Evans is, I think Brock Purdy. Like you can just throw it up to Mike Evans. Like we're not splitting atoms. Also,
as someone with some Mike Evans stock in Dynasty, I like that.
As someone who has Emeka Egbuka in Dynasty, I am elated. He gone. Who
Emeka
Emeka
Egbuka?
was lighting the world on fire.
No.
And then Mike Evans came back. Emeka Egbuka will be JSN next year. I can't wait.
Let's hope.
Ride that train to a championship.
Let's hope. I mean, you also got Chris Godwin, Jalen McMillan there.
Yeah, but I feel like with Mike Evans gone, those touches are going to go to Egbuka.
What about your Eagles? They let a lot of talent walk out the door. Let's start with the Panthers, who went and came and took y'all's best defensive lineman. They probably make the first splash trade the splash signing that everyone was like, okay, I see you making moves. I got that one was like Carolina, okay,
$30 million a year. Like I think that's top 8 money, maybe even top 5.
Good for Jalen.
Oh, I know, like you'll never hear me criticize a black man for getting his money. You'll never hear that from me. Get your money.
Get your money.
But Howie prepped us after the season. He prepped the Eagles fans at the combine. Like, yeah, y'all better get ready. Because people going to leave. So it's not a surprise. It's not a shock. The Jordan Davis extension was more shocking than anything.
Word.
Yeah, I did not expect a Jordan Davis extension.
Team leader. You gotta think about those guys. I think about that's why I like watching like the Hard Knocks and whatnot, because it gives you the insight to like who like the leaders are and who are like. Sometimes it'd be bigger than the play on the field. It'd be like locker room and glue guy from watching Hard Knocks.
Like out of the 3, like Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, and Jordan Davis, I thought you can keep 2. So now are you going to pay 2 defensive tackles top of the league money? Because Jordan Davis is the richest nose tackle in the NFL now. You gonna go beat yourself, pause, and give Jalen Carter a bigger contract?
Who was the other one that y'all were? What's the third defensive lineman?
Jalen Hunt. He coming up in 2 years. So next offseason, you're going to extend Cooper DeJean.
Wait, but who was the other defensive tackle y'all had?
Moro Ojimo. He's gone. I mean, he's going to be a free agent next year. Like, he'll be gone.
I thought I heard something about the Eagles are maybe considering trading a defensive tackle or a defensive lineman, but
I mean, you got to now. You need some sort of. I think they're going to sign Bradley Chubb, but I'm saying like we might get a Jalen Carter decision before we're ready. Because you can't pay Jalen.
Listen, Brian, Goody, get Howie on the phone. Let's work something out.
If you trade Jalen Carter, you're telling me his shoulders are beyond repair. Because that's the only thing. Are his shoulders. And I don't care. I would pay him max money for 3 more years at an elite level. Like he's like the 3rd best D tackle in football. But him and Michael Parsons would be disgusting.
What about the Packers trading for Zaire Franklin, addressing a linebacker need, going out and getting a all-pro linebacker 2 years ago? I liked it too. We traded defensive tackle, and we also lost another defensive lineman in free agency. So the Packers need some help along, especially at that D tackle position, and with Micah, being hurt. I definitely think they need some help just along the defensive front in general. So I definitely see them drafting more defensive linemen in the draft, but I like this trade. I like this trade for Zaire Franklin. I need them to do something with some money on the defensive line. The Giants signing Isaiah Likely from the
Love that. That has been like my third favorite move this entire offseason. Like, I like Isaiah Likely. He just needs opportunity. I think he, Jackson Dart, Malik Neighbors, Scatterboo. We're talking about a competent offense. And because Wan'Dale Robinson's coming back too, right?
Now, Ron,
you're muted again.
Wan'Dale Robinson.
Dang, your joint just muted.
Wan'Dale Robinson's in Tennessee. That's what I keep saying.
Okay. Yeah, but like the Giants offense, even though two players are coming off major injuries, like on paper, like hopefully Jackson Dart isn't just running around taking hits next year, getting concussed. You have some weapons. I like it. Like the Giants, it's very clear to see that there's an adult in the room now.
You think so?
Yeah, it's very clear to see that there's an adult in the room.
Why do you say that?
Because they're making smart moves.
They sound like someone who might be competitive next year.
I think they will be. Will they make the playoffs? I think they'd be fine. I think they're fighting for that last wild card spot next year. Because defensively, they still you got Dexter Lawrence. That's about it. Like you still need some help, but it's not going to be. The Giants are out of it week 10. They're a laughing stock. I don't think it's going to be that. Did you see Alec Pierce going back to Indianapolis? Because I did not. I thought that boy was going to be a Patriot.
Alec Pierce, listen, that was one of the first things I saw when free agency started. Alec Pierce, not only does he stay in Indy, he got paid. It was like 4 years, $116 million.
Daniel Jones, sorry.
They did give him the transitional tag though, which we didn't talk about, but they gave that boy the transitional tag,
which is crazy. I haven't heard the transitional tag in like 5 years.
Kelsey's coming back. Dolphins trade for Minkah Fitzpatrick. Speaking of trades, good old Jared Jones picked up the phone for old Brian Gutekunst. I can tell you how this one went. Yes, you have reached the office of the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, put me through to Jerry Jones, please, and Stephen Jones. Brian Gutekunst, well, how's it doing over there in the Tundra Town? You eating cheese? Listen, Mr. Jones, we got an offer on the table for. We know you guys are looking for some defensive help. And look, we have Rashawn Gary, still young. We think he's still in his prime. Obviously, with Micah coming in with new defense, we think that I think we'd rather trade him now while we can still get some value on him to letting him go. Look, I think with us, clearly we've already got a good standing in trades from the Micah deal last year. Obviously, we sent you guys Kenny, and he's been well. Is there any way you would be open to, a trade this time, another trade, maybe this time with Rashawn Gary? Gary, does it help stop the run? He can help stop the run. Sure, send it over. 4th round or better. 4th round's okay, Mr. Jones. 4th round's okay, Mr. Jones. Got that boy off the books.
Speaking of which, did you hear the Nakobe Dean quote?
What?
So apparently Nakobe Dean or someone close to him said it was between the Raiders and the Cowboys, and it was 51-49, and his gut told him to go to Vegas. Nakobe, stick it to them one more time.
I don't think this is either going to be funny or not funny at all.
It's hilarious. I don't care what happens. The fact that he could have went to Dallas where Christian Parker is. Christian Parker is their D coordinator. He was the Eagles DB coach last year. He could have went there into a system he's familiar with, but he said, "Nah, fuck them." Thank you, Nakobe.
Well,
twice a year.
Speaking of DBs, I mean, listen, the Rams went out and said, Kansas City, we'll take y'all. We'll take y'all's
Two
Take out-
corners. Thank you.
Take out 2 corners, and we'll make one the highest paid corner in the league, and the other one we'll just make sure he can ride around around UCLA nice.
The Rams haven't used their first round pick since when? Now what's my man, the DN from Florida State?
Jared Verse.
Garrett Verse was the last first round pick from the
Listen,
Rams.
maybe I need to.
Since like 2017, 2018, I want to say that's the only first round pick they've had is Jared Verse.
Maybe I need to get in with them and start doing what they do.
That's Bam's strategy.
Bam believe in just not having draft picks.
I mean, that's the Rams philosophy, but it just hasn't worked out for Bam.
No, they don't believe in having first round draft picks. They build through other rounds.
That's true.
Bam just don't be having no draft picks. Commanders signed re-signed Laramie Tunzel. Steelers signed Jamel Deans. Go Hokies. Tremaine Edmonds to the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Travis Etienne to the Saints, which
Low
might be
key love that.
I do too. I have him in a dynasty league. I think the Saints are going to have to probably do something with Alvin Kamara. It sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the sunset of his career.
Yeah, and this might work out for Devin Neal, who with Travis Etienne coming in might get a little bit more churn too. He did pretty well. Commanders signed Adofe Owe to a big deal. It was like 4 years, 100 million. Yes, that's
again
a good one.
Something the Ravens could have done if they know Max Crosby wasn't healthy.
How did Philly fans feel about one half of the Spicy Whites going to Houston?
Again, Howie has talked all offseason about we can't pay everybody, essentially. I thought the Reed contract wasn't unreasonable, especially if you didn't sign Jalen Phillips. Like, I feel like if you wanted Reed back at $10 million a year or $11 million a year, you could have made it happen. So my read is that they just didn't want him back.
You think so?
Because that's not a ridiculous contract. Like, he didn't get overpaid in the safety market. So, but they did turn around. They signed Reek Woolen before the show.
I know. I was pretty salty about that. I thought Reek Woolen was about to be a Packer, but I can tell you about corners that the Packers did sign. Benjamin St. Juice. I think Kyle mentioned it. He has a little bit more natural outside cornerback experience. They released Nate Hobbs this morning to make way for the Benjamin St. Juice. And if Nate Hobbs sounds familiar to anybody, he was their corner acquisition last year in free agency. He wasn't healthy and didn't play well. He was released after his only season in Green Bay, which I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about that. That's like one of those. It's like, all right, well, shit.
Well, damn.
That's one of those like, well, goddamn, this is an evil business. Like, goddamn.
It is. Hey, man, it's an evil business.
Hey, sometimes you got to call and hope they call back. You know who called back? The Jets. They called Geno back. They said, hey, brother.
What you up to? Hey, boo. They want that old thing back.
They want that old thing back. Can I be honest with everyone? I think the Jets are only doing this to secure the number 1 pick in the draft next year.
Yeah, they are definitely playing. This is the end game.
Yeah.
To get Arch Manning.
Yeah. Geno, it just ain't happening, brother. I think.
Hey, he flamed Wendy's on Twitter. Did you see that?
Yeah. Did he flame them or is he was just trying to respond to save face?
No, he flamed them. He flamed them.
I saw it. I wasn't impressed though.
Oh, okay.
Listen, I just remember how many Sundays this past season where I would come up here and say, yo, Geno Smith, over half an interception. Just go ahead and bank it.
Yeah, the easiest gambling advice ever. Whatever the line was for Geno interceptions, take the over.
Hey, holy shit. Tyler Algier to Arizona. Another sneaky signing I like. Romeo Doubs to New England. Shout out to Romeo for getting his money. Isaiah Pacheco to the Lions. I think Bam said he liked that one. AJ Brown, is he getting traded or not?
Nah, I don't think he's getting traded till after June 1st. Like, the thing about the AJ Brown trade is if the Eagles trade him before June 1st, it's a $49 million cap hit. You got to make it worth Howie's while. If he's gonna eat $49 million in dead money, you just I hear Patriots fans and like Patriots beat writers like the price is too high. Oh, what do you want?
Now I'm with him though. I'm with him though. Yo,
With Howie?
I'm with Howie. Yo,
Yeah.
I'll sit back, squat like Khalif until 6'1", and you know what I mean?
Because I have a feeling the Patriots don't want to give up their 2027 first round pick. And I wouldn't either, because it's going to be very valuable in a very deep draft because they're going to suck next year. Not suck, but they're not going to the Super Bowl next year.
Yeah, they ain't gotta go to the Super Bowl let me tell you something. There's only 2 fucking teams that make the Super Bowl. There's only 2 teams that make the Super Bowl, y'all. You know what that means? There's only 2 teams that get 31 and 32. So there's 31 other spots, right? My opinion is, okay, if you make the Super Bowl, you're playing for a chance to win a championship. That aside, you gotta do what you gotta do if you make it to that situation. So really, in between 1 and 30 is the real draft, because 31 and 32, you're just thinking
second round pick.
Yeah. So, and really, it's really not 1 to 30. It's really 1 to 15 to 17. Those are
and I think the Patriots will be drafting in that range. I don't think they'll win the division next year. I think they'll be fighting for a wild card spot.
Yeah, they'll have a harder.
Yeah, like that cupcake schedule. The only way this happens before June 1st, if AJ Brown says, "I want out, I'm only going to New England."
And even in that, I still would wait to trade him.
Yeah.
If I am my GM mentor, Howie, yo, dog. First off, I'm not trading him until June 1. So if you're hitting me up for a trade, I'm letting you know right now. You gotta offer me God to get this man off my roster before 6-1. So if you're not offering me Jesus fucking Christ on the cross himself, then you ain't got nothing to talk about. Now after 6-1, I'm gonna let you know if you want this man. Not only are you gonna be paying for this contract, which we can work on the contract negotiations, but y'all see what he do when he get busy and we give him the ball. Number 1 wide receiver right here. He's our best wide receiver. So if you could take it from us, it ain't gonna be cheap. What y'all want to do? You're playing my game. If you really want him, or you stay on my team. That's how I feel about Bo Nix. And hence the reason why Bo Nix has stayed on my team. And if you think I feel that way about Bo Nix, you can only imagine why Josh Allen just ain't leaving my team. Like Josh Allen is going to retire on the Las Vegas Hornets. And I want to thank your cousin for that. One of the craziest, I cannot believe this dude just offered me. He came to me and said, yo, Trevor Lawrence and yada, yada, yada for Josh Allen and something. We gotta talk about it. Yes, I have never pressed accept on a trade so fast. I didn't even listen. All I saw was Josh Allen accept.
That's it. Speaking, you want to jump in fantasy right now? Because there's some stuff I wanted to talk about that you and I spoke. Do you want anything else on free agency?
Nah, I was in free agency.
Okay. Hold on, I'm just taking some notes. All right. So you and I had a conversation Sunday, and I'm glad Kyle's here. I'm glad Bam is here. I'm glad Achilles is here because this is the RSO League. And I wanted to make sure that I was seeing the floor and that Howie would be proud of me. So I'm not going to say this person's name. I'm just going to paint a picture and maybe y'all can pick up. So someone in the RSO League reached out to me Sunday and said, hey, are you open to trading a first for this player? This player is on an expiring deal at $43 million, and they are not top 5 in their position. I said, no, I am not interested. And then this person spent like the next hour trying to convince me why this player is worth a first-round pick next year, to the point where I had to say, this is a salary dump. Why would if because that's what it is. It's a salary. And if I trade for this player on an expiring deal, I'm going to have to use my extension on this player, because why would I trade a first-round pick on someone who is going to be a free agent next year. Like you trying to see if I'm a sucker. That's what this is.
That's why. Listen, that's why in that RSO league, I look at trades, but I ain't trade nothing. I ain't trade nothing. I
was like, a 27 first round pick is 4 years of cheap labor on a rookie deal. And I'm going to trade that for a 40+ million cap hit that expires next year.
What is the reason, as Cardi B would say?
Why am I giving up valuable draft assets for that?
Yo, imagine you tell your fan base, yo, we just traded for an all-pro defensive end. And then a couple days later, you gotta come out and be like, never mind, y'all. My bad.
We good.
Yo, it's not funny, but the truth is about to come out about this trade. I promise y'all, the Raiders tried to do some of the slimiest, grimiest shit ever. That's the only reason this trade wouldn't go through, y'all. I'm letting y'all know now. The Ravens the Ravens really wanted this trade to go through. So they did not want him to not be healthy. They probably would have forgave some shit too, which is most teams. So they probably would have forgave some shit.
Got a tweet from Jason Lockenfloor. Just got off the phone with 2 GMs. Neither one are buying the Ravens' failed physical narrative, not by a long shot. Good luck finding agents and teams to trust you as in Baltimore, in negotiations now. It's not sitting well with the Raiders either. Could have got further medicals on Crosby way sooner. Jason Lockenfloor is saying, cap.
That was what it was. The Raiders also got Kwity Paye, who was an edge rusher, 3 years, $48 million. That's what it was. They also got Malcolm Kuntz, 1 year, $11 million. They added Jalen Naylor. And shout out to former Packer Eric Stokes, 3 year, $30 million. Signed with him. He played really well for them last year. So,
I need to hear what happened. Like, my man posted a picture of himself in a Ravens uniform with someone who thought they would fail their physical do something like
this is funny because the Ravens only had 30 total sacks last year, tied for second fewest in team history. They were.
How many did he have?
I mean, like, what are we doing, y'all? Woof.
He gonna be a Cowboy. Boy, if I'm a Dallas fan, but the thing is, you ain't got 2 firsts to trade. No, you do, because you got the first from the Micah
What's the team he's going to? The Ravens? No. Yeah. Listen, if I'm Max Crosby, I gotta go to the Bengals for the super cheap.
I mean, he can't dictate.
Oh, yeah, he gotta be traded.
Yeah, he gotta be traded. He ain't free agent. Trey Hendrickson can dictate where he goes.
Man, that's so the Ravens is on some bullshit. I didn't think about that. The Ravens could be on some bullshit. Or the Raiders are trying to sell somebody else. Bullshit. I think the real truth is somewhere in the middle. Definitely somewhere in the middle. What else in the fantasy world you want to discuss?
Howie, don't call that man. That's all I have fantasy wise in our dynasty league. I'm still on the hunt for a few things. I'm trying to work the phone. People really aren't interested right now. That's fine. Probably closer to the draft. After free agency, we'll see where we stand. You know, Kyle and I have had some conversations we'll continue to keep having. I got quarterbacks. I have 4 starting quarterbacks on my roster.
Did you see Tom Pelissero come out with the report that says the Cowboys would still be very much open to trade for Max Crosby?
And they should.
Yo, Steven and Jerry, sometimes.
Hilarious. You go for Micah Parsons. Not to say that Max Crosby is great, but he ain't Micah Parsons. But you know them fans. Oh, we got Max Crosby. We elite now. Yeah, we go
the champion. Listen. So speaking of fantasy, the champion in my 12-team league just offered me his second round pick next year for Rashad White. Something tells me Rashad White's about to get busy next year. He might
keep that, especially if he goes to Seattle, because again, Zach Charbonnet's coming off ACL tear.
Let's also talk about this one. So a trade was just completed in my 12-team dynasty league.
I'm glad you figured it out, Kyle.
What the fuck is this trade? All right. So the dude who has 102 just traded that to the dude who used to have 102.
Okay. So the previous owner of 102 got it back, but for what?
He got it back plus 112.
Okay.
For Kenneth Walker. All right. So the dude who had 102 sold it, then got it back for 112, and in turn he sent out Kenneth Walker. He sent out 108, and he sent out a 2028 first.
Okay. Still not 102 though.
But he got 102 back and 112.
I'm saying so he got 102, 112, and he gave up Kenneth Walker next year's first and 108.
2028 first and 108.
Oof. Dog, everyone coming in here talking about the Max Crosby trade. Yeah, man. This shit's crazy. That's a crazy trade too.
Bam in the sleeper chat of this league where this trade happened just sent a gift that said, I understand nothing. Yeah, I don't really understand this trade at all. I'm not even going to try to understand that one. That was one of them dynasty fucking hilarious. What? So why did you trade for 102? Mind you, what?
I love Dynasty. Like this. I want to join more leagues. Like I might commission my own league. I'm thinking about it. I don't have
your own dynasty league.
Yeah, but I don't have the energy.
I'm in.
I don't have the energy. Like the stuff like people be talking to you. I'm like, man, I ain't got time for that shit, man.
Listen, you got me and Kyle here. We can help you.
Yeah, I know you and Kyle. I know Bam would be in. It'd be half the all money. It'd be half of that league, and then some unserious people who would do a trade like that.
Rashad White to the Seahawks might happen, right? And I also have Ricky Pearsall. I traded for Ricky Pearsall in the same league.
That's what I was thinking about. Mike Evans and Ricky Pearsall.
I also have Devon Vele, who I think he could step up as a number 2 wide receiver. In this league, I got 208, 310, 407, 410. What I'm thinking about trying to trade
tight end premium.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking about trying to trade for there's a dude in here who has 109 and 107. I want to get back into the first round. There's a guy who has 104 and 111.
Okay.
Would you take 208 and 310 and a 2027 third for 111? Is that a decent?
I think that's a decent. So how many people in the league? 12?
Yeah, it's a 12-team league. So if I gave you 208, 310, and a 2027 third, do you think that'd be enough for
or
one?
If you do 208, and how many second round picks do you have next year?
I have one, my own, but okay. I got.
But if you do 208 in the second round for next year, I'd shoot for 108 or one of the hires. You could do for 111, I would do 208 in a third next year, just 1/3. Because it's not that big of it's a big jump. You're jumping up 9 spaces.
There's a dude in here with now 101, 106, and 108.
That's who I'd be talking to. I would say I'll give you 208 in a second next year. Is that in see if he'll jump to? You say he has 2, 6, and 8.
He has, he has 106, No, he has 101, 106, and 108.
Yeah, I would see if he would take that for 106.
So 208 in a second for 10.
For 106. And then he's going to come back and say, well, I'll do that for 108. And then you could say, I don't know, that's a little too rich for my blood. And then do 208 in the 2/3 to jump to 108. And then you'll keep your.
Or what if I just offer him a good one off bat?
You could.
Like 208. What about this? 208, 407 in a third next year.
See, that might be the trade that gets you 111. It might get you 108. But that trade might get you 111 to jump up 9 spots. Now you're talking about jumping up double digits. Anyone in the chat, feel free to comment, but that's just how I feel.
All right. So what about 208 and my second round pick for next year for 108 or 106?
If I'm doing 2 2s, I'm going for 106.
I'll do 2 2s for 106.
I would, and if he comes back and is like, nah, but I'll do that for 108, you can make a decision. But then I'd be like, nah, like I need close to top 5 as I can get because I don't have a second next year. How about 208 in the third next year, and maybe you throw in your 4th this year to get to 108 and see what he says.
I started off with 106 for 208 and a 2027 second.
Yeah, see what he says.
Who knows? I don't really understand this. I don't really understand this league and the trading. It's funny because every league is so different when it comes to trades. This one, I don't. Whatever. Anyway, in our dynasty league, I'm looking at my team. Listen, Danny, what you want to talk about, man? What you want to talk about for these trades?
I want to talk to you about Malik Neighbors. I got 2
Yeah.
2027 first. Like, I have enough to go big game hunting. So, see,
Okay.
Keely said he's not taking 2 seconds for 106. So, Keely, even if you had 101, 106, and 108, you wouldn't take 2 2s in the third or 2 2s flat for 108 or 106?
12 team league, goddamn. How deep do y'all think y'all team's gonna get? Like, what do y'all think?
Keely said. Yeah, man. Like, I'm still looking. Hey, who is this Kara? Does anybody know who Kara Gerbo is in the chat?
Yeah, hey, let him talk. He talking that shit. Hey, Kara Gerbo, don't make Achilles pull up that painting because he got a painting with some
Keely.
icons on it.
And
you
Keely,
better
I gotta
stop
show you
playing
a painting I found. I forgot all about it. Keely, I'll send it to you on Twitter. A painting that I saw at work, and I was like, "Oh, this is the Keely special." I'll send it to you, and we'll talk about it next week.
I got 104. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of want to get in a little bit earlier in the draft, but I think I might just stay put. I might just take some draft picks off because I mean, someone has to come offer me something special for 104. But I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I'm not afraid to say this. If he's on the board, Fernando Mendoza will be a Las Vegas home run.
You know what's funny? I've been talking about Jeremiah Love this whole time because I'm like, okay, Jeremiah's going to be a Chief. Fine. But, buddy, if Jeremiah Love end up somewhere crazy that I'm not confident, I was like, fuck it. I might just keep it moving.
I promise you, Fernando Mendoza won't make it past 4 if I'm involved.
But all options on the table. I'm still looking for is this nigga? Who is this person? Who are you?
Oh
Who
shit!
is this?
I should be laughing this hard.
Who is this person? Anyway, I'm big game hunting.
Hey, whoever it is, they frying Achilles' ass up.
I'm kind of
Deep fry style. Take that, Achilles. 4 letters, 1 word. Yeet. Holy shit.
I'm in the hunt for a true number one. I think Emeka Ibuka. Like I have Emeka, I have AJ, but I feel like I need one more elite pass catcher.
Yo, you be having these teams with all types of talent talking about some I ain't got no pass catchers. Yes, you do.
I said I need one more elite pass catcher. Yo, who is this nigga? King Von pooped on. Is this Bam's burner account? This feel like Bam's burner account.
My stomach hurts.
Oh,
This is either a grown ass man or a kid in their drawers just doing this.
oh, there's
Holy
options.
shit. Who I can't keep a straight face. Look.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I need one more elite pass catcher, and I'm not afraid. I have first round picks. I have some players. Like I'm not afraid to pay for a big time pass catcher.
Listen, what should I do about Jordan Mason?
Keep him on the bench, and hopefully someone wants him.
Yeah. Same with Quinshon Judkins, Devin Neal. Yo, somebody come trade for JJ McCarthy.
No. Alec Pierce is not the level of talent that I'm talking about. What I'm really trying to do is talk to Jason. He got all these wide receivers. Oh, no, man, I think I'm going to chill to the draft. Dog, you can't play 9 receivers, nigga.
Yo, no, this is funny.
All right.
This is what's funny about this league.
Have a good night, Kara. Block.
All right.
Get this nigga out of here.
Nah, we ain't got to. Don't block him. Unblock him.
Too late. They
Please-
gone.
please
Get my man
unblock
out
him.
of here.
Please unblock him.
No. Get out of here. We out of here.
Jason's team is hilarious because he just got these. He got a bunch of dudes, but ain't got no QBs. He got Sam Darnold and Trevor Lawrence. All right.
And Marcus Mariota. But he got Malik Willis. A quarterback is not going to move him. He got all these receivers. I'm like, dog, what would it take? Because I know I traded him Marvin Harrison. That's on me. But dog, like, what would it take?
Yeah, I can't believe. Yo, I don't. We shouldn't. You shouldn't be allowed to have a 101 anymore because you did all that. Hey,
Marvin Harrison
y'all remember this? Keely, Kyle, y'all remember this? Hey, Marvin Harrison Jr., welcome. You are Ronald Isaac Talks tax return. My nigga, he couldn't even get through 3 seasons.
He didn't produce.
Yo, I can tell you right now, whoever you're taking at 101, I can promise you, whatever listen, that's not a franchise. I'm sorry. Just
You
know
think
over
Jeremiah
here,
Love is franchise?
just know over here at the Las Vegas Horn Ducks, not only do we keep our young talent, but we're building. And we're building something special right now.
I have a Mecca Ibuka. What are you talking about?
You'll be trading him maybe by end of next
No.
year. You'll be ready to trade. You'll be ready.
Mecca Ibuka is staying with the Hairy Chest Mafia. Or is this
Who wants to come and trade with the Horn Ducks? We got, 104, 204, 301, 304, and then I have another 3rd round pick. Listen, y'all seen how I clean up in the 3rd round. Y'all know how I do. All I'm gonna say is,
Bam.
I'm moving up. There is one person I have in mind outside of Fernando Mendoza. There's one player I have in mind. If he's there, I'm going to take him. Outside of that, I'm going to let y'all know right now it's looking like Fernando Mendoza is going to be a Las Vegas Hornet.
Boy, stop throwing that smoke screen for Cardinal
I
Tate.
promise you. Look at my roster. It definitely makes sense. Like, you get me?
Bam. What would it take to get T. Higgins? T. Higgins is not the elite pass catcher that I'm talking about, but the elite pass catchers that I have made calls on. Like Jason is like, you can't play all these receivers, man. You don't have the roster space.
Bam, let me tell you something right now. Bam, I'll give you 3 3rd round picks right now for T. Higgins. No BS. Send it over. 3 3rd round picks right now for T. Higgins.
I'll give you a 2nd round pick for T. Higgins.
I'll give you a 2nd and 2/3. T. Higgins right now. Send him my way.
Bam, I'll give you your 203 back. And I'll give you, let's see, I'll give you your 27th third back too.
Man, this is someone who got 101. Like he's, you know what I mean? He got to up the ante. You know what I mean? What we talking?
Oh, 101. Look, it's gonna take
Make 'em
Jesus
up.
to get 101.
Make him up the ante, Bam. Make him up the ante. Like, you know what I
And
mean?
get
Bam,
the
you need
picks back.
Bam, you need capital. You don't need players, you
Yeah,
need capital. So you need
203 in his 27th third for T. Higgins.
I'm willing to give you 3 third rounders and a second rounder next year for T. Higgins
Okay, shit. Take that.
and a third rounder next year.
Take that, Bam. Take that deal, buddy. Take that. Take
Nah,
that deal.
thank you, Bam.
Take it. A second and 3/3. Take that, Bam. Y'all talk too much shit to be offering me a trade. Do you
This
want
is why you have no. This is why your ass ain't got no damn draft capital right now. You don't be listening to niggas when they be offering you something. You know what? I'm taking this chain back. Fuck the trade. I ain't giving you nothing now. Niggas be ungrateful when you offer them something.
You know
I offered you a trade. You ever talk about the shit I talk? Don't talk to me about last year because that was last year. We talking about this year. I'm
talking about this year.
Now you know what? I'm gonna take it off the trade. I'm gonna take it off. Take his deal now. Take his deal.
He said
It's
personal.
personal.
Why, dog? Keep
You ain't gotta tell us. Well, listen, you lucky we ain't got no more damn consolation tournament no more. Your ass got a chance to get the number 1 overall pick now going forward.
Yep. Sorry. Enjoy your 3
All right.
draft picks over the next 3 years. Sorry. We
Oh,
good.
yeah. That's even worse. You don't even own your pick. This brother, all right. Listen.
I'm trying to help you.
Listen. Just know the Las Vegas Horn Ducks are in business, but we also not in business because we got plenty of draft capital.
Yep.
And I'm also say this again. A lot of you teams in the all money in 10-team dynasty league really thought y'all was doing something these last couple of years. I let y'all do that.
Okay.
I let y'all do that. I've been racking up draft capital, young talent. Just know, Akili, your reign at the top was short like leprechauns. Short like leprechauns.
Listen,
Greg, your Mickey Mouse run has never been acknowledged. We just let you do your thing. Kyle, I see you trying to fight back, brother. You went in early these last couple of years. It didn't work out. I see you, Kyle. Bam. At least you pay your dues. Danny, listen.
Danny was champion. Danny has been champion.
Yeah, I mean,
The
it's
initial champion.
yeah, and your championships are like the Boston Celtics in the 60s. It's like, all right, you won that when
Pre-segregation.
yeah, you won that when niggas
Oh,
didn't even have
desegregation.
color,
Hey,
color
the
TVs.
banner's still hanging, Playboy. Shit.
I want to listen. My boy Dylan, he's still gonna be. He a homegrown. You know what I mean? He don't need to.
If that
trade.
man don't pick up the phone, Dylan's
He don't
phone
need to.
is disconnected. Dylan said,
He
"I'll
don't need
see you at the draft. I'll see you week 1, and we ain't got nothing in between."
We ain't got nothing in between. We ain't got nothing. I gotta respect it. He done made
Hey,
two more.
He pay,
He done made 2 championship games now. So
and he pay his dues. So
who pays dues?
he pays dues.
But I'm gonna let y'all know right now, the Las Vegas Horn Ducks, this wave of destruction I'm about to unleash on this. I'm not even Achilles team don't even do it for me no more. Like his team weak in my opinion. His shit, I mean, his team is not scary. What? His team's not scary. Going to college football off of fantasy, couple things, triple of things. First thing, rest in peace, Lou. I'm pretty sure you said the N-word in your free time, and I'm pretty sure you might have been a racist, but rest in peace, Lou Holtz. 2, Sharon Moore. I don't have much to say here, but congratulations for the plea deal. I'm sorry for the plea deal. I don't know what happened. Kyle, that's snitching. Third thing. Did you see that 45-47 announced after a White House meeting? Like he brought people to the White House to talk about college football rules and regulations. Then he came out and said that he himself will be coming out with some rules and regulations around college athletics and eligibility. Because, you know, the NCAA is so afraid of getting sued by one of these states that they always said it has to be the federal government who steps in. The federal government has listened And now 45-47 says he's ready to step in. You tell me if you think this is going to be good or bad.
He ain't got no power in college football. Whatever, dog. Bam.
All he has to do is come down with a legislation that the NCAA will then have to implement because it's coming from the national government, which then the states then. That's why the NCAA doesn't really get involved because they're always afraid of these individual states or schools suing them. But if it's like a nationally mandated thing, they got to
let him try. Let him try. Bam.
Here's the thing, though. If you can show 45-47 why it benefits the country monetarily, I think he's going to get behind it. Dude likes sports. He also likes when sports makes money.
Crazy how keep politics out of sports, but he everywhere.
He is.
He in every arena. He in every gym. He at every UFC fight.
I just want to remind everyone that maybe around 15 or so years ago, 45-47 said, do not vote for Barack Obama. He is going to go to war with Iran. He is going to start a war with Iran for no reason because he does not know what he's doing. I want to let everyone know that since then, the only president that has went to war with Iran, you motherfucking guessed it, 45-47 himself. Shifting to the NBA because it is March Madness time.
Turn this up.
The NBA second half playoff push is here, my brother. Now,
let's do it.
The MVP race, let's start there. You know what the new rules and stipulations now, you have to play a certain number of games to be considered for MVP. Name some names.
65 games, right?
65 games. Name some names. You tell me who you think. Jaylen Brown, Victor Wembanyama, Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Cade Cunningham, Nikola Jokic.
Jokic is on the verge of missing that threshold. I think he's a couple of games away from missing it. It's got to be Cade, right? Usually MVP goes to the best player on the top 1 or 2 seed. Only people that fit that category right now, SGA and the Thunder, which I don't think he's done enough to win 2 MVPs back-to-back. And then it's Cade Cunningham. I would also listen to a Wemby or Jaylen Brown. I personally think it's Jaylen Brown after the season he's had. And now Jason Tatum, light-skinned ass, just couldn't let Jaylen have no shine.
Achilles said unblock him. You got to.
I don't know how to unblock somebody.
Please unblock Caribou or whatever.
Nah, Caribou's getting on my nerves.
Don't make me go.
I don't know how you unblock someone.
See,
all this.
Well, you shouldn't be blocking folk. You gotta let him cook.
He won't cook, and he just kept saying King Von pooped on someone. That's not funny. If you're funny, I'll pay attention. But if you're not, I don't owe you anything. And that was not funny.
MVP, my MVP, listen, once I heard that Jason Tatum was coming back, every time I've watched the Celtics since his return a couple times in a few games, I'm just wincing. Did you block Achilles?
No, Achilles not blocked.
No.
No, Achilles, the only person I blocked was Kara. That's because Kara's getting on my nerves.
But you do know how to unblock him?
Be able to respond. I don't know how to unblock him. I don't know if you can unblock people. If I blocked Achilles by mistake, I'll try to figure out how to bring it back in. But all I remember is blocking this.
See, this is why we can't be blocking folk. How am I supposed to talk about Achilles Payton with, you know what? Listen,
if Achilles is blocked, I'll figure out how to unblock him.
Did I just leave by accident?
No, there you are. Where'd you go? Did I block you?
No, goddamn. Listen, my MVP is simple. It's likely going to be Wembanyama, just off of where they are, how they're playing. You know, Wemby has beaten the Thunder. I think they've won this season series against them. So, hold on. OT in the ACC tournament. Wake Forest and Virginia Tech men tied at 75.
Oh,
I don't even know if I really want to keep up with that one. That one sounds like I'm about to be pissed off. I don't know. I'm thinking Wemby just because of where the Spurs are, who they've beaten. But I think we would be doing Cade Cunningham a disservice if we didn't acknowledge the season that he's having. The Pistons are going to win the East. They're going to have the best record in the East, and they're going to win like 60 games probably. So
yeah, they are.
do they look like real contenders to you? Because they look like real contenders to me.
They do, but here's the thing about no one's ever made a jump like that in the league without adding a Hall of Fame player.
But they already had a Hall of Fame player. If you look at Cade Cunningham, the way he be hooping.
No, I'm saying like I think the only team that's done that was the Lakers when they added Magic after Kareem got hurt, or the Spurs adding Tim Duncan when David Robinson was hurt, like something like that. I think the Pistons might make the second round. They might even make the Eastern Conference Finals. But the NBA playoffs, it's about, we've talked about it 100 times. You got to go through something to get to the mountain. You just don't go from where the Pistons.
What you talking about, brother? You don't remember last season?
But the Thunder had been through things before that, right? The Thunder lost to the Mavericks before that. Like the Thunder had heartbreak before that.
Yeah, but you remember 2 seasons ago when the Pistons went on one of the nastiest losing streaks ever? Imagine how that might affect somebody
in the postseason, not like
brother. They lost like 20-something games in a row. That might break it.
Nah, you got to go through some postseason heartbreak. It's 2 different animals.
They had a game 7 last year against the Knicks, didn't they? The Pistons.
Yeah, in the first round. They've never had a deep playoff run.
And the Knicks went on to make it to the conference finals and were maybe like they were 2 games away from an NBA final. So if you're the Pistons, you're looking at the Knicks saying, "Yo, these guys went on to beat the defending champs, and then they were a couple games short of making it to the NBA finals." So if the Knicks were like that and we took them to a game 7, are you kidding me? Like, why can't we be the best team in the East?
I'm not saying they can't. It would just be historic.
Yeah. You think the Spurs can catch up to the 1 seed? You think the Spurs can catch up to the Thunder for the 1 seed?
How many games are they behind?
I think it's like 3.5, maybe 2.5, 3.
They can catch it, but the odds are probably low.
Yeah, I think the Spurs are going to get the 1 seed. Not the Spurs. I think the Thunder are going to keep the 1 seed. I think they're going to play the Golden State Warriors in the first round of the playoffs. Did you hear Steve Kerr complain about how SGA is officiated?
Yeah, and he should.
He basically is saying, "Yo, this dude right here, he knows how to get the calls. Is that bullshit or not?"
He does know how to get the calls. Okay, so Keely did say that I accidentally blocked him in the chat. Keep going. I'm going to figure this out.
See, that's why you can't be blocking folks.
Mm.
I don't know. Part of me thinks Steve Kerr kind of just bitching a lot, but I also started thinking about it. It's like, yo, if everything shakes out the way we think it shakes out, I think the Warriors, especially when Steph gets healthy, they have a chance to grab that final playoff spot in the West, which means in the first round they would be playing, you guessed it, the Oklahoma City Thunder. So Steve Kerr probably out here like, all right, y'all, come on now. We got to deal with this shit for 4 to 5 to 6 games.
He not lying.
No. Now, I'm going to be honest. To folks who are fans of teams in the Western Conference, I know we all want to keep like optimism and hope, but I've been watching enough NBA basketball this season to let y'all know there are 2 teams in the West.
Yes.
And it is like not funny. Don't even listen to me. Look at the standings. The standings are telling you there are 2 teams in the West, and every time I see one of the other playoff teams play the Spurs or the Thunder, it ain't fun.
No, it ain't sweet.
Like, it is not fun. Like, it is. Bam said Crosby had a meniscus repair. He might be cooked. Nah, meniscus repairs only take a few weeks. It's a full meniscus tear is worse, but a meniscus, like cleaning up meniscus, only a couple weeks. So maybe that was the reason why Max Crosby only played but didn't. But that tells me that that tells me that I think his knee injury is worse than just the meniscus. I think it's worse than just the meniscus. That's what I. Any update in the labor negotiations with the WNBA? I haven't really heard a lot about the WNBA.
Yeah, there's been a lot of back and forth proposals and counter proposals. We're getting close to the deadline. We're getting close to a strike. The players have acknowledged that a strike is not the best thing, but that they are willing to go on strike if needed. And then, of course, Caitlin Clark is like, I just want everyone to get in a room and shake hands. Girl.
Oh, that's what. Listen.
That's what she was. She was like, I just want everyone to get in a room and shake hands. Girl.
Okay.
Your money is fine. This isn't about you.
I'm going to listen. That tells me all I need to know. Listen, you ever wonder?
Other players.
You ever think about why, like, when the whole Angel and Caitlin, whatever was going on? I didn't want to say it seemed like a lot of the women's basketball community was just instinctively on Caitlin's side, but it didn't sound like they were against. It didn't sound like they were against Angel Reese. They may just not have been fully for Caitlin Clark.
Yes.
Something
yes,
tells
you,
me
you were reading that correctly.
Something tells me behind closed doors, Shorty might not. Here's what I'll say. I feel like the women in the women's basketball community, they probably look at Angel Reese like she's a star, and she's probably like the homie for real, to a lot of girls. I maybe don't get the sense with, like Angel Reese's teammates, I feel like would fight for her.
Yes. And I feel like Angel Reese's teammates would fight for her because they like her. They would fight for Caitlin because they got to fight for her. Because you just can't let her get run up on.
Man, that is. Oof. What do you think about Roman Reigns and CM Punk? This shit's getting personal.
Good.
It's getting so personal. I don't know if this is a sell or not, or if
it's real.
This is just good promo.
This is just good promo. Punk. I feel like Punk's not the kind of guy. Like last night, like I'm sorry you never apologized to your family.
Last week when Roman said, I'm gonna bury you next to your father. I feel like maybe CM Punk probably hit him with that out the blue, and Roman obviously being a professional. No, because I feel like with a bar like that in the WWE, they probably have to run it by him. They like, yo, we want to show how personal.
I don't know, man. I feel certain stars probably can get away with it, and I feel like Punk and Roman are two of those stars who can get away with it without running it.
Yeah, but I also feel like, if we're professionals and you know what I mean, like I feel like there has a
comment like that about my dead father. Yeah, you better run that by me.
Yeah, it's like, holler at me first so like I can, you know what I mean, we can get cool on it. I don't know. I can't say I'm getting excited for the Roman Cody match. Drew losing the title took a lot of the some away from WrestleMania for me, because now it's like we got Randy versus Cody, which is cool, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that one. So NFL free agency deals can't be signed until 4 p.m. Wednesday, so there's still time for Linderbaum and likely to stay Ravens. Bam, let it go. First off, Bam, you nasty as hell if you saw that contract that the Raiders offered Tyler Linderbaum and said, no, come back to the Ravens. Are you fucking kidding me? If you really like this player the way you say you like this player, you should want him to go get paid. That deal was so ridiculous. If you like football, you just saw the guarantees and you were like, oh, for a center? All right, respect. Because it's like one of those deals. It's like, all right, now if the Packers came out and did that deal, I'm calling Brian Gutekunst myself. Yo, dog, explain it to me. This is one of those for the Raiders who are going to have a number 1 overall pick, taking Fernando Mendoza. Best thing you can do. Let's get him a good center and help at least build an offensive line.
For real.
That's the only thing they have. It's the only thing they had. Has anything else came out about this Max Crosby deal? It is crazy, man. Like, what in the hell? What in the hell? Titans are signing Tommy Townsend. Logan Hall is going to the Texans. Yeah, the Raiders are receiving a first-round pick in 26 and 27. Grant Calcaterra back with the Eagles.
No.
Okay, John Harbaugh kind of nasty now. The Giants have agreed to terms with Patrick Ricard.
Okay.
Steelers bringing back Cam Hayward on a 1-year, $32.25 million deal, 16.25 fully guaranteed, total value at 32.2. So probably a lot of incentives in there. Let's see. Stone Forsythe, 5-year vet, drafted by Seattle, played last year with Vegas, signing with the Panthers. Johnny Munt signing with the Eagles after being released by the Jaguars. Bears are signing Kentavious Street. Commanders signing Leo Chenal to Cleveland. The Commanders went out and spent some money. They really listen. They just letting shit be known. Hey, we got a few more dollars to spend until we got to pay Jaden. We back.
Let's do it now.
Is Akili back?
I think I figured it out. I Googled it. On my end, it shows green checks beside YouTube, Discord, and Facebook. I think.
What about Kirugan? He back?
No, there.
Come on, man. I need him back in here. Hey, Karugan, when I bring you back, you better come in here with a Hadouken.
I think Akili can come back now.
There we go. Luke Fortner signing with the Panthers. Okay. It says the Commanders might go for Kilavin Chazon. Yo, something's going on. Something's going on in New England. They're like losing some players or something. Teddy Bridgewater back with the Lions. Rocky Ya-Sin re-signing with the Lions. Here's one that made me laugh. Green Bay Packers 1-year deal with Sky Moore.
That was funny.
I definitely laughed at that one. Reek Woolen 1 year, $15 million with the Eagles. Caden Ellis 3-year deal with the Saints. The Texans are trading for punter Kai Kroger, swapping 6th and 7th rounders with the Saints. Elton Jenkins, former Green Bay Packer offensive lineman, signing with the Browns. Interesting. Darian Kennard re-signing with the Packers. I think is a big one. He's our jumbo tackle or jumbo offensive lineman. It's a good one. And the other thing I noticed, a lot of punters and kickers got paid. A lot of punters and kickers got paid. So
they did, didn't they? Well, kicking is now so important in the game, man.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with offenses getting the ball now at the 30.
John Harbaugh needs to be investigated for tampering. Oh my gosh! Look at where Bam goes. Yo, Bam, your Ravens need a lot of help. And why Lamar Jackson tweeting Dan Orlovsky with the smoking emojis? What's going on, brother?
Bam Adebayo has 62 points through 3 quarters.
I had to go see who was his brother playing against. Washington Wizards.
62 points.
17 and 35. Bam ain't passing the ball. 17 and 35.
Guess who the next highest scorer, how many points they have on top?
13.
13. Oh, you looking at it?
No, because I had to certain things like NBA, you just gotta be like, all right, what's going on? Okay. Interesting. What would you do if Bam's sitting there just giving you the man? There's some bad ball in the NBA sometimes, boy. There's some bad ball in the
There's some
NBA.
bad. Can someone find Akili? I messaged him and said try now. Can someone get Akili on the horn to make sure? I don't
The
want to
Pist-
leave. It's still
the-
not working for Akili.
The Pistons are winning 102-65 with 2 minutes left in the third. It's so nasty. So nasty. Celtics down 62-67 to the Spurs right now. Should be a good game. And the Blazers playing at home tonight against the Hornets.
Oh,
The Hornets, a better team than we want to give them credit for. They've been kind of hot. Not many teams have been hotter than the Hornets recently. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. All right, but can you also unban my man though?
no, we're not gonna ban it.
It's crazy how you do it. It's crazy. Yeah, Charlotte has won a lot of games recently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Try to figure it
12, 13.
Tell Akili to refresh your screen.
Whew. Man. Yeah, at one point Charlotte was 17-28, and they're now 32-33. Like, are you kidding me?
Fascinating.
Are you kidding me? Like, they have a legitimate chance to make the playoffs.
And not as
A play-in tournament team. Yeah, they're the 10th seed right now, so they would need to catch Miami. Well, they would need to catch the Magic by 4 games. The Magic are 35-28. The Hornets are 32-33. How about the Celtics only being 2.5 games back of the Pistons? That's crazy, man.
still time. That's why Jason came back.
What about your secondary team, the Sixers, being without Tyrese Maxey for a couple weeks?
And VJ Edgecomb's hurt. Joel is hurt. They just trying to survive, man.
Nick Nurse, I just think Nick Nurse is one of them situations where he's not gonna get fired because, like, look at what he's working with.
But he might get fired.
But he might get fired because look at what you're doing.
But he might get fired.
You see the game the other night when Joel Embiid walked up to Harden and said, "I know you mad at me, but what's up?"
Yeah.
I was wondering why would James be mad at Joel Embiid?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yes, because remember he left because of Daryl Morey, so maybe Joel wasn't as vocal.
Maybe.
Interesting. Interesting. I cannot believe they reneged on that trade.
Yeah, me either.
I'm gonna do some investing.
But it's still funny.
Brother, what you doing this week? You doing anything special?
You know, I'm working. That's all I got. Again, I'm trying to figure out how in the hell I'm blocking Akili.
Shouldn't have blocked him to begin with. I tried to.
Yeah.
Look, while you figure that out, let the people know where they can find you.
You can find me speak on _pod. I'm really not on the Twittergram I'm really not on Twitter like that anymore. But you can find me speak on _pod. D, tell them folks so they can.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you can find me on all apps at Los Demix. That's at LOSDEEMIX. I want to let everyone know you can have all the meat in the world, but if it ain't a sandwich, you ain't got no bread. 1. 2, for everyone who's asking when you're going to put something visual out on whatever medium, I am doing like my first visual set here soon.
Oh,
Maybe
nice.
like 2-3 weeks. It's actually going to be at a laundromat. So it's like this special DJ thing. It's called Spin Cycle at Spin Laundry. Their top is like at the top of the laundromat. They have like a like an arcade and it overlooks like a whole laundromat. So just a new venue. It'll be recorded. And it'll probably be a very eclectic type sound. So don't expect like top 40 stuff. But, just post about it on my IG. It'll be on Twitch, YouTube. I like how it looks. I might try to do some more visual content. Yeah, let me ask you something.
Yep.
How do we as adults fight the urge to go out and spend money on food when, like, the day after you went out and cooked something?
Well, I'm a very frugal man, so it's not hard for me. But I understand shit just too expensive now, man. Like shit just too expensive.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Like I used to buy lunch once or twice a week at work. Can't do it anymore, man. I pack my lunch every single day now. It's just too high. Like the place across the street has great food. Everything that went up $1.50. I can't. Now it's not worth it.
Yeah. Like I'm sitting here thinking about dinner and I'm like, man, I can go get, listen, Chipotle. Shout out Chipotle because I'm gonna fuck up some Chipotle.
You'll feed.
I can fuck up some Chipotle. It's my type. Listen, Chipotle or like, do I just, you know what I mean? Well, Five Guys burgers is always good, or maybe some Hawaiian. But like I cooked last night and I was like, yo, dog, I don't really want to cook food tonight.
Yeah, I can understand that.
And I stayed home to work, so I made like myself some lunch and stuff like that and breakfast. And it's like I could just make something, but I also don't really want to. And I got like I got like almost 3,000 Chipotle points. I'm not gonna hold you.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't be playing with Chipotle. Bam! It's technically it is at a laundromat. Like you ever seen those YouTube DJ stuffs where like someone's like DJing in an elevator or DJing in the park, something like that. It's basically something similar. Only this series they DJ at a laundromat. So I think it should be fun. I cannot believe they reneged on that trade. Bam! You can laugh all you want, but when we get off here, you gonna be scratching your head at why Max Crosby is not a Raven. He said, "Oh, you got Five Guys and Chipotle money."
Mm-hmm. Yes, he does.
That's not expensive.
Shit.
You kidding me?
Shit.
I'll tell you right now, though, Five Guys has like my second favorite fast food burger right now. My first is this food. I don't know if it's fast food. There's this food truck in Portland. It's called Farmer and the Beast. It's called Farmer and the Beast.
That's crazy.
Brother. If they call it that because it's one of the farm to face sort of dog.
It's like that?
Yo, dog. I ain't even gonna hold. It's one of them burgers. I thought I was tripping when I was like, nah, this burger is ridiculous. So when I had like my family and like every person that's came out to visit me, I'll just take them to this spot just to kind of gauge it. My sister, one of the pickiest eaters ever, to this day, when she comes back, she wants to eat at this food. She wants to get burgers from here multiple times. Like it's like that.
Okay.
Like
Next
it is
time I'm
like
in Portland. I'm gonna have to check it out.
And they got one over on my side of town too. So
okay.
And remember last time I saw you in person at that they literally they have one. They have a Farmer and the Beast food truck like right behind that building.
Oh, okay.
Parking lot. So yeah, it's like that. It is like that. So if Five Guys is expensive as hell, then what is Chipotle, dog? I'll be going to Chipotle spending $16 and I'd be confused for food just myself. Yeah, what you be getting at Chipotle? A bowl or a burrito?
The Chipotle's around here suck. I haven't had Chipotle since the pandemic.
Oh, it must be an East Coast thing because Chipotle's out here on the West Coast. They be serious. But I think it's because Chipotle is a type of fast food out here where it makes a lot of sense because it's healthy-ish, but not like,
I ain't seen the Zaxby's yet, but they got Chipotle on every damn block on the corner. Make it make sense to me. I want a boneless wings and things. Instead, I'm gonna just go get me a bowl with a tortilla on the side, chips and guac on the side. Ladies and gentlemen, you could have been anywhere in the world. You were here with us tonight. All we can do is thank you. We appreciate you. We'll see y'all back next time. Bam says Chipotle is a stay-at-home date night special. Boy,
Bam got like 3 kids.
True.
Bam got a whole family.
Yeah, you do got a family. You do got a family. Bam, whenever I have my kid, I'm gonna expect you to. You better send me some.
Know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Like, so wait, every time we take draft picks or something like that from Bam, we take it away from his family?
Yeah, we take away from his family.
We take it away from his family?
Makes it even funnier.
I'm
I'm gonna see Bam in 3 weeks. I don't want him to kick my ass.
I gotta think about that. I don't want to take away from my man family. You know what? I think that's how I'm gonna approach trading with Bam from now on. I'm just thinking about this could be like I'm not gonna take.
I don't want him to beat my ass, so I'm gonna be nice.
Yeah. So things I found out about Bam on this pod. He not only does he have a family, he also has a sister.
Yes.
So stop playing with him, cause he'll come see you. You should stop playing with him.
I didn't say anything, man.
Bam. Next time you're at a family function, just remember.
I told him I'm gonna see him in 3 weeks.
Bam, just remember, your cousin over here was the one ringing the bell on everyone these last 2 years saying, yo, if you could trade with anybody in this league, trade with Bam, because them picks, gold mine. Tell me you lying. You've been saying that for 2 years now. You said, yo, if you could trade with anybody, if anybody's picks are going to be worth something these next couple of years, Bam, he ain't going nowhere.
Bam, I can't wait to see you in your lovely family. It is going to be great. I'm excited.
Clean it up now.
I
gotta
blocked
clean it up.
my calendar.
He said he been doing CrossFit somewhere in there.
Yeah,
because
I think he tore his tricep, and now he's fully healed. Like he back.
Well, I still think there should be a pause in there, but I'm glad you're healthy.
That he tore his tricep. How's that a pause?
No, well, I was saying, Danny, I've been doing CrossFit. I feel like there should be a pause in there, but I'm happy that he's healthy and recovered. Yo, someone said that. Time to show him I'm the big dog now.
Yeah, that's a pause.
Definitely a pause there. Definitely a pause there. And when I was hooping this morning, one of the dudes who I've been, because this is now a community of people who, because like they've been doing these 6:30 a.m. morning runs essentially since I started here, or like probably even before that. So they've been doing it for like 5+ years now. And so one of the dudes, he saw me because he's been on PTO or something for weeks. So he saw me for the first time and he was like, yo, you back? You healthy? And I was like, yeah, I'm back healthy. Been in here hooping like, damn. Well, goddamn.
What?
Am I still here?
You still here?
Oh shit. I was like, yeah, I was like, I've been in here hooping last couple. The person who's calling me is the dude who made the trade in that Dynasty League, and I don't know if I really want to hear him talk to me about that trade because I have no comment on it. But what was I saying?
You were saying you were hooping. Guy saw you. Who came
Oh yeah, he saw me. And he was like, "Man, I'm glad you're back healthy." So we get to playing, and he's playing on opposite team one game, and I'm just kind of. I'm just staying with him defensively, moving them puppies and whatnot. And after a couple possessions, we like run up the court, and as he running, he was like, "All right, so tell me again, what exactly did you hurt?" And I said, "I tore my ACL meniscus." He's like, "No way. You shouldn't be moving this way." He said he was like, "You're moving a little too fluid and too quick for my liking. I'm gonna need you to slow it down."
You said, "Nah, young blood."
Yeah, that's when I be realizing, damn, I am a little young. That's why the surgeon was not worried. He was like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna get your knee back. You're gonna be all right."
A year later.
Here we are. Literally, it's been less than that since I've had the surgery. I had the surgery in April, remember? Because remember, I was.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I went through the month of March just kind of making sure I didn't have to cancel any of my DJ gigs. and got the surgery very beginning of April. So it's been 11 months in surgery. So hello, sir. Yo, dog. All right. Before we get out of here, I saw this thing where it said if your dog lets you go, like if your dog lets you put your nose on theirs, that means they trust you. I've done it with Hendrix a few times. Sometimes I don't think he knows what's going on. Other times he just kind of moves his nose, and other times he just lets me put my nose there. Let's try it again. Hey, buddy.
Oh,
What I got? Do he trust me? I trust him. He better trust me the way he be laying up in my bed at night when I be. Let's talk about that. Dogs and their ability and need to sleep in your bed, even though you bought them multiple beds in the house.
Yeah.
They got two. He got 2 beds in a 2-bedroom condo. We ain't even got space like that.
Nope.
You got more beds than I do, boy, and you don't even pay no rent.
Don't pay no rent.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a great time. Thank you for being here. Peace.